Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak and welcome back to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Last time we walked around Rock Village and did everything that we can there. This time we're going into the Lost Ancient City. Precursor City. Right? I don't know the name of this level. Anyway, we're gonna enter the city by touching this elevator door and then accidentally pressing a button again so that we have to ride the elevator and wait for it to load the entire fucking level again. Because I'm an idiot, so I do that way too many times throughout this playthrough. It's not the first time, won't be the last time. Anyway, I believe there is about, I want to say 150 orbs in here in this level if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's about 6 or 7 different power cells to look for. So this level is very linear. It's a series of big rooms with multiple objectives per room, and some rooms have branching paths. For instance, if you hit this switch down here, not only do you pick up a few precursor orbs, but you are tasked to pick up this blue lightning up here, and then it allows you to open up this trap right over here. But since I didn't know what to expect, I didn't pick up the blue lightning. Honestly, the blue lightning would help me pick up all the orbs anyway. But it's probably easier if you just run back anyway, grab the blue lightning, and then long jump your way to victory. But that's pretty much everything that we need to really worry about in this room. That's all that button is for, is just some precursor orbs. So it's pretty simple, not too bad. That platform over here is useful for getting back up to the stage. These enemies are rather annoying, but because you have to hit the guy on top in order to kill the guy on the bottom, and then sometimes you're lucky enough to kill both of them at the same time. Not too bad. Here's the first scout fly in the level. There are 7, like in every level. And we're just going to wait patiently and teabag this button real quick so that we can get back to the upper and middle levels of the area. Don't touch these red things, they will hurt you. I don't think I need to explain that. It's pretty Crash Bandicoot. Also, when the water turns green, it means it's electrified, so you will take damage. Don't be in the water when it's electrified, you will take damage. I don't think I need to explain that one either. So there are a few more power... Oop, I almost said power-ups. Power cells. And I thought that maybe the moving bridge was like a way to traverse throughout, like to progress throughout the level, but it's not. It's just an area with more power orbs, precursor orbs. Someone really needs to be keeping track of how many times I mess up the word. Not only the word precursor orbs, but also confusing power cell and precursor orbs. Just keep a track of those. So those enemies you can't really kill when they're spiky because they will hurt you. I know right there it looked like I hit it when it was spiking, but I think I timed it just right for when it to deflate. That doesn't happen normally, and honestly I didn't know that I would have hit it. Honestly, I thought if I just hit it, it would have killed it. I just got lucky. And out here are my mad skills in play, and okay, let me try that again. Hold on, mad skills in play. Fuck it, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, guys. God, I can't show off anymore. There we go, mad okay. Alrighty, mad skills. This is going to be one of those levels where I die a lot, and the checkpoints bring you back, so instead of showing you me backtracking all the way to where I was, I'm just going to cut to where I am. Funny enough, this is a checkpoint right here, and I died right before the checkpoint. We're going to long jump over here to grab this scout fly, just so that I can avoid using these platforms. These platforms are very interesting. If you jump on one, the other one rotates around it, and it's pretty interesting. I use it, or rather, there are very interesting platforming challenges that you're going to be able to do with these types of platforms in a little bit. I think this is like the only level in the game that I can think of where these platforms exist. Like I can't think of any other level later that has them. I mean, each level has like their own unique little gimmick or like little platforming challenge, and I guess this level's challenging platforming challenge thing. So one thing about those platforms is that they will bounce off a wall And yeah. So this room, I don't get everything in this room on the first visit. We're going to come back here a little later. There is a lot of stuff to do here. For instance, there are 3 scout flies in the room, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3. It might be 4 scout flies. Actually, now that I think about it, there's 4 scout flies in this room. 1 over here, 2 in a case. There is a power cell and a trap right over here. If I'm not mistaken, there should be 4 scout, or maybe it's 3 scout flies. I could have sworn it was 4. So I think there's that one, the 2 in the glass domes over there, and then there should be 1 on the way to the power cell, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there's a few. So you're supposed to use those floating platforms, the rotating ones, to grab those 2 blue lightnings, and then use them for the trap. But I'll show you the way I did it, because I made it way more complicated than it needed to be. There's probably a simpler way to do it. Actually, now looking back at the footage, I think I saw a better way to do it than the way I did it. But I'll explain that in a minute when we come back here, because I'm not going to grab that trap. You may actually see it if you can like picture how you want to do it. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. I didn't realize like there was a way up. So like if you ever see me like come back here and I'm just like trying to figure out my way back up to the rotating platforms, like the reason why I didn't do everything here is because I didn't realize that there was a way back to the rotating platforms, because I'm a moron. Yeah, so there's 4 scout flies in this room. Okay, that's what I thought. So there's a lot to do in this level, or in this particular room, but we'll be getting them a little later. I'm just kind of an idiot and didn't realize I could come back up here. So on the bottom floor, you can jump up here, grab a few precursor orbs in this circular rotating thing. Make sure you jump just fine. You'll fall in the death pit. The checkpoint was behind us with the earlier room with the 2 rotating platforms. I wanted to grab the orbs before getting the precursors, the orbs before getting the cell, but it just didn't work out that way. I needed that steady platform in order for me to collect all the remaining orbs. And those enemies right there, those little top guys, I hate them. I really dislike them. They're very annoying enemies. The only way you can kill them is if you do a diving punch on them, and you have to make sure you hit them from above. Like you can't like even if they're moving, you can kill them when they're moving, but it's very difficult. Also, you're going to need them in order to break open those metal boxes that I didn't even realize were in the room until after I was editing. I was like, oh, I wonder how these got here. I had no idea. Yeah, so you kind of have to let them be alive and then let them like wander around the room destroying the metal boxes. Luckily for me, they did it without me even realizing it, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, just to let you guys know. I was like, wait a minute, there's a metal box here. How the fuck that happened? Oh, well, whatever. I'll take it. So this little pool of water right here is a way for us, the players, to learn a new mechanic, and that is whirlpools. Whirlpools are very simple. They will push you in a circle, and if you get trapped, you're stuck in the middle, but that doesn't mean that you're stuck there forever. You can easily just hop out of it. Very simple. But in combination with the lightning and multiple whirlpools, it can be slightly challenging if you swim in the water. But before I do that, we're going to head left, which I should have had right, because right was a dead end. If I went right, could have done something. I think it was just a power cell, and I'm going to head back, and we're going to be coming back through these levels, or these little areas a little later in the level. So again, I'm not playing this game optimally. I'm just playing this game and trying to 100% it. So that guy actually fell into the lightning and died, which is great for me. Now I don't have to deal with it. So this switch right here is a very short time limit. It gives you a very small amount of time to jump up here. Like that little fuck up right there cost me the power cell, and I think my life. I think there's not enough time for me to swim back, so it's gonna push me back, and I'm gonna have to come back here. The checkpoint was with the whirly dirlies. Just to let you know, that's what I'm calling them, whirly dirlies. So you got to be very quick with this one. This power cell isn't too difficult, honestly. It's just, it takes you a little practice to get it, maybe like 1 or 2 tries. I think I died a few times, honestly, trying to get this one when recording, because I kept falling in. I kept getting hit by the whirly dirlies first off, and then I kept dying because I fell into the water. But yeah, honestly, it's not too bad. And we're gonna be coming back through that door a little later. It's like one of those exits that lead to an earlier area of the level. So now we're going to be sliding down this tunnel. And what I like to do is if I miss something like that precursor orb or that precursor orb or that precursor orb or all these precursor orbs, I like to die. Because the checkpoint is right above the area. There's always a checkpoint on top of these little slides. So if you ever miss something, just kill yourself real quick. You're going to have to redo the slide, sure, but you know, you're not going to be missing objects. Just make sure that you don't finish the slide. Make sure you end your life. There should be a better way of phrasing this. Make sure you kill yourself before you make it to the end, because at the end there's another checkpoint. And then you have to like backtrack that the entire level just to get back here, just to get like one precursor orb. Just kill yourself, come back, respawn. You'll be fine. There's a ton of boxes. Make sure you get your timing right. The jumping on the slide can be a little difficult to get used to. And what I like to do too, also I did that pretty well. I was pretty happy about that myself. There's a few more sides in this level, and just get used to them. So for this, you're going to want to hit the vents and then touch these little balls over here. These blue balls. Hold on. I can make this funny. But yeah, so you're going to touch the blue vents, you're going to touch these blue balls, and then you're going to unlock a power cell. However, I recommend killing the whirly-dirlies, because they tend, I usually get hit by them, and if I'm low on health, like I usually am, because I'm bad at this game, they tend to kill me very quickly. They gang up on you. There's a ton of them. I think there's like 6 of them or 7 of them in this room. I don't know how many switches there are. I think there's like 5 or 6, I think. But yeah. So we're going to touch this blue ball. We're going to touch that blue ball. We're going to die, by the way. Spoiler alert. I'm going to die because I'm low on health. And I didn't see this guy. Boom. And I was like, you're a butthole. You're a D-bag. Butthole.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, how am I gonna get changed back now?
You're a Daxter, you whirly-dirly piece of crap.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again.
Yeah, so I died again, and I wanted to show off another voice clip of Daxter saying that. We don't get those that many. I didn't get many of those throughout this playthrough. That's why I didn't bring it up in the review. But yeah, here's the time where I actually died. I died a few times, by the way. These guys killed me quite a bit. So yeah, like I was saying, you want to make sure that you take care of them first and foremost. There's not that many of them. There's like 5 or 6 of them, but they can annoy you very easily. They serve no purpose other than to kill you. No little boxes to destroy, nothing like that. Just rather annoying enemy placement. Yeah, I don't like them. They're kind of annoying. So we're gonna hit this ball. We're gonna hit this ball. There we go. And then we're gonna use this final ball to make it to the top, so we don't have to like climb or whatever. And there should be 2 more switches. There's one, and then the other. Make sure you do it really quickly because they will turn off. And just like that, we were able to lift up one of the chambers that the blue sage wanted us to lift up, because he can't do it himself for whatever reason. So just hit the button, and we're going to lift up the chamber. And we're going to grab a power cell all at the same time. This power cell is interesting because it pops us outside. We're going to pick it up now. We're back in Rock Village, as well as able to pick up those orbs that I managed to pick up without having to deal with the chamber itself. Which is pretty neat. I believe Kira's going to say something in a second.
Wow! You raised a piece of the underwater ruins to the surface. It seems you can use eco in ways we've never seen before. A power cell surfaced with the room. Climb up there and get it.
Kira, I've literally been using the same eco the same way this whole adventure. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Bro, like, blue eco turns shit on. Okay, let me just turn on all these things. Wow, you use it for something different. Yes, apparently. Alright, so we're gonna... so what... I guess normally that should be like the last thing you do, probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't play this game optimally. Probably is like the last thing you should do. But, you know, canonically, you should probably leave this up so that the blue sage could be all happy or whatever. But since I'm a dickhead and I don't like the blue sage, we're just gonna sink it right back down. I'm a petty bastard. I'm kidding. I don't like... It's not that I don't like the blue sage. It just doesn't show up until like the end of the game. You don't have enough time to really learn about these guys. It's more of just like I'm petty, alright? I got shit to do. You're stopping me from doing my thing, alright? Stop stopping me. Anyway, here's my masterful skill. Oh wow, I actually didn't get hit that time. And here is technically the last scout fly of the level, because if you're playing this game optimally, you would have gotten all the scout flies. You would have gotten all 4, and that means I would have had 6 of them, and this should be number 7. Since I didn't get all 4, this should be number 4. Yep. Because we got the 1, and there's 3 more in the other room. So here's another slide, and the slide's kind of fun. Remember, take a hit or 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 150? I meant 200. Good thing I paused here. Good job, past me. You did good. You did good. I meant to say 200, not 150. Oops. Hopefully no one leaves a comment like, actually, there's 200 problems. Precursor cells. Precursor, whatever. Fuck you. Alright, I forget. It's been a minute. I haven't played this game in a while. Alright? I haven't edited this like a week. Probably. I don't know. I'm very lazy. You guys can't tell. So this jump is kind of challenging. You want to jump a little early to grab all the power orbs, precursor cells. Yes, I'm not doing this on purpose, I swear, guys. I'm just that bad at remembering how to pronounce things. As you can see, I'm just sliding down. We're going to pick up everything. I like taking the extra hits just in case. In case I miss something. Like the further down, the further I go, the less health I want, just so that like I don't accidentally trigger that thing. I was not trying to get hit there. And then I think I missed something and I was like, fuck it. I'm glad I got hit. Let's see. Yep, I hit that. I think I missed this one. No, did I get them all? I know I missed one and then died. Like, I remember that. Oh, no, that's what happened. Yeah, I didn't want to die. That's what happened. I wasn't trying to die that time. I was just spacing the fuck out. I don't know. I thought that was like another thing I could hit. I don't know. That was really weird. That's right. That's what happened there. I forgot. It's been a minute. Again, so I recorded this game back in like back when Mafia was going up, like the actual playthrough was going up. Whatever that was. It was like February. That's when I recorded this. By the way, the commentator's name was Sefu Tao, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm really not going to keep bringing him up because I'm bad at pronouncing his name. But he's the guy who recommended me to try Jak and Daxter. Just celebratory teabags and dives and shit. So yes, thank you, Sefu, for your thing, your request for me to play this game. I had fun playing it. I haven't played this game in years, man. I haven't played this game in like 3 years. But yeah, so I was really happy. And then like I just stopped giving a shit about things. Just everything. A lot of stuff happened. I just stopped caring about everything. So sorry about being really lazy. And then like my Elgato crapped out. By the way, my new Elgato came in. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I don't remember. But yeah, as you can tell, once you pick up that power cell, the dark eco will be rising. And this power cell is really fun, actually. I enjoy this one a lot. I kind of wish there's another like one of these running from the lava type of levels or missions or whatever. I wish there was like another one. I can't think of another like specific level that did something like this. I can't think of another area in any Jak and Daxter 1 or 2 or 3 that did this either. I can't remember. I'm sure there is. I just can't remember. I haven't played those games in years either. Ooh, and you thought I missed that one, didn't you? But I didn't. Bam! And then when you jump up, you make it back to this room. And where is this room, you're saying? By the way, you get 2 power cells just for making it to the dark eco area. Excuse me, dark eco area? That's pretty neat. Anyway, where is this room, you are asking? Well, my fine friend, it's that exit that I was telling you guys about earlier, where you would come back up here. So I guess the way you would do it, like if you were to miss something in a slide, is just run all the way back, climb up the dark eco thing, and then... But you see like how annoying that is? Like you'd have to go through like 3 slides just to go back to one side. Just die, just kill yourself, come back. Makes things a lot easier. So since we went to the left side, which is the correct path, I'm gonna go to the right side this time. And just, I want to make sure I don't get hit by this lightning, because I think I have 1 health, and I really don't want to die stupidly. I'm gonna die stupidly. Imagine. Yeah, these guys really, I really dislike these guys. So I want to make sure they die so that I don't have to deal with them. So there are 3 whirlpools over here and lightning water. So what you're going to do is wait for the lightning water to turn on, and once it turns off, you're going to go in for a roll jump, and you're going to use the whirlpool to launch you over here. Here is another one of these jump rope bridges, as I like to call them. As you're playing jump rope with this hot pipe right over here. And as you can see, this was a dead end, and then I died. Very painful death, it looked like. Jesus. Not only did I catch on fire, but then I turned into Daxter? Like, holy shit. That's a terrible way to die. So this is one of those, this one's pretty cool. This is kind of like Spyro. Spyro the Dragon did this, where you had to like jump on a bunch of platforms to light them up in order to open up something, like open up a door. I can't believe I remember that from Spyro. I've been playing Spyro quite a bit, just in general. I love that game, like those games. I'll play them eventually. But yeah, and then it opens up a door, and we got ourselves a fancy dancy parasol. Bada bing, bada boom, parasol. Yeah. Alrighty, so that makes 45 parasols. We're almost halfway done. That's pretty good. We still have the scout flies to take care of. I mean, we could have definitely had them already done if I wasn't being a fucking moron. But then again, we could have had this level done if I wasn't being a fucking moron. Probably. And now we're going to kill myself. And I'm going to meet you guys back over here in the other room, the big room with all the scout flies and the whatever. Precursor traps and stuff, because we have stuff to do. We have 3 more scout flies to pick up, we have a power cell to pick up, and we have a precursor orb trap to pick up, as well as those 3 orbs over there. Those are literally the last orbs in the level, other than the precursor trap. And so here's how, probably the best way to do it. What you want to do is jump up here. Somehow my brain kicked in and realized that I can do this. So what you want to do is you want to use these platforms, and you want to go to where those blue eco are on the 2nd floor. Pick up both of them, drop down, pick up the 3rd one, and then run up to that steaming vent on the right-hand side, and then run to the precursor trap. But since I'm a dumbhead, okay, what I'm going to do is something way more complicated and unnecessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these platforms in such a way where I can actually helicopter kick my way over here. Because as you can see, you can actually make that jump if you're talented at this game. I am not talented at this game. I don't know how many times I have to prove this to you guys. Look guys, I'm showing you the best parts of this video game, alright? Like, just the best parts of my ability. I'm cutting out all my failures, alright? Or like a majority of my failures. I died way too many times, and I have failed like the simplest jumps in this game because I'm trash at Jak and Daxter. I love these games to death. Do not get me wrong. I love these games to death. I'm just trash at them. Just in general. I don't know what it is about Jak and Daxter or their video games that makes me just really shit at them. But yeah, I'm pretty bad at Jak and Daxter. So what I like to do is set up them so that they move into the wall, and then you have just enough time to run over here and set up the trap. Pretty simple. I overcomplicate the simplest of tasks. Again, just use the platforms to make it to the top two, and then jump down, grab the 3rd one, run over to the steaming vent, and then you'll have way more than enough time to trigger that trap to make it, and you'll be set. It's a very simple one. It's really not a complicated like precursor orb trap. Like honestly, I think that one's a lot easier to grab than the one in Sentinel Beach where the pelican is. If you do it the way I did it. Again, I made that one way more complicated than it needs to be. Because that one, all you need to do is just wait to get the vent, and then you just hit the vent and then run over to the island. But since I like to make things complicated, I made it fucking complicated. Yeah, so here are the last 3 orbs in the level. Bada bing, bada boom. We got 250, which gives us 200, which gives us the Lost Precursor City of 200 orbs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit this switch. We're going to grab the first of 3 scout flies. Or first of 2 scout flies, and then the parasol. And you're going to just platform your way over here. Pretty simple. They're timed. There's a not a very strict time limit, but there is a time limit to collect the parasol, the scout flies, and the other scout fly. you can easily do it, but since I saved that box scout fly for last, oh yes. Okay, so that's right. So it was touching one of the edges, and I was like, oh, what the hell? I decided to wait for a second so that I didn't like just waste my time. I was like, oh, you could totally clear that. That's bullshit. I love the failure music. It sounds like I disappointed my dad or something. That's what that sounds like. Like shit. I feel disappointed. Like I fucking dishonored my family right there. Again, very simple, not that hard. But since I saved these scout flies for last, I ended up screwing myself over for this parasol because a time clicks down while you're picking up the scout fly, or rather the parasol. So I hit the scout fly, picked up a parasol. The time was still going, and by the time I made it to the top, I had to climb back down and redo it. Again, more than enough time to platform, but if you pick up this as the last scout fly, then as you can hear, the clock is still ticking. You won't have enough time. And I was like, I probably don't have enough time now, but I'm gonna still chance it. You know, better try it than not try it. You know, but I didn't have enough time, and I could not reach it. I was like, damn it. All right. Sorry, Dad. Like, I don't know. That just reminds me of like something stupid, like disappointing people. Alright, so let's try it for realsies this time. And we already know where it lands. So this game doesn't have unskippable cutscenes, by the way. If you press start, you pause the cutscene. Like, instead of skipping it, you pause it. Which makes like doing things like catching or re-recording footage kind of a hassle. It's like, all right, yeah, I don't need like all this cutscene and like all this talking. I just need to capture myself like running around the jungle for a little bit, you know, not like the whole thing. But yeah, you can't skip cutscenes in this game. That was a very popular decision in a lot of early PS2 games. I don't know why. Like Sly Cooper did that all the time. Like I think every Sly Cooper game doesn't have skippable cutscenes, and that's like really annoying. I don't even remember if Sly 4 has skippable cutscenes. Like, that's just how annoying like unskippable cutscenes can be. Anyway, we're going to go back to the Oracle, and we're going to grab 2 power cells from him, which I believe gives us 49 power cells, I want to say? 49?
For your sacrifice, I offer you a
Probably.
power cell. Thank you very much.
I forget how many I have. I think it's 49. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all in the Precursor Basin next time. Peace.